This exercise tells us to center the contents of the column headers in their cells. Each column has a header, and we are to center each header in its cell. And also to center all of the cells of the quantities column. Specifically, it specifies in column C. Next, it will also tell us to adjust the width of column A in such a way that the contents of all of the cells in it fit properly. Adjust columns B, C, and D to a width of 9 units. There are several things here. Let's see if we remember it all. The first thing we have to do is to center all of the headers. We have this sheet, we are applying a bit of format. We are halfway, and they tell us to center the contents of the headers in their cells. So we choose this range and we tell us that here we are going to center. So to what is the alignment of the text within the cell, we apply center. It also told us to select to center all quantities. That is, here the quantities are numerical, meaning they are adjusted to the right. But here they are too close to one side and far from the other, and it might be more elegant if we center it. Well, and since it is what they are asking us for, we could select the entire column, although this might be a mistake. Because this column contains quantities, but it also contains here the value of a percentage, 10%, which it has not asked us to center. We could do it maybe, but it is not strictly what they are asking for. Perhaps it is time to select only this range. The range containing the quantities of each of these items of furniture, and this is the one we are going to center. We hit the center alignment button, and this is what they have asked us for. They also told us to alter the width of column A. Column A, we see that when we have expanded the typeface and put it in bold, which also always takes up a bit more space than non-bold text, we see that it does not fit well in this column width. This column width is very easy to alter. We simply have to position the cursor between column A and column B, between header A and B, and drag. And we give it the size we want. Furthermore, we get a little indicator of what size we are giving it at each moment. It tells us simply to make it big enough to accommodate all the contents. We know that if we do a double click, it fits perfectly. Exactly the width of HD column, or at least the contents it has at that moment. It is a good solution to do it in this way. And finally, they told us that columns B, C, and D that have a certain default width. The width Excel gives all its cells to adjust it because it might not be the width we want. So it tells us to adjust it to a width of 9 units. So what we do is select the range of the 3 columns, and in one move we do right-click column width and set the default value. We see that comes in at 10.71, and it has asked us to give it the value 9. It is simple, we type it in, we hit enter, and we have solved the problem we were set.